The crisp December air nipped at my cheeks as I stepped back to admire my handiwork. The Sunnyside Inn was awash in the warm glow of twinkling lights, the fresh pine scent of garlands filling the air. I couldn't help but smile, feeling the excitement of the upcoming holidays bubbling inside me. "What do you think, Mr. Whiskers?" I asked, glancing down at my faithful feline companion. He purred contentedly, rubbing against my leg.
"It looks perfect,"
his thoughts echoed in my mind.
"But don't forget the mistletoe. That's the best part."
I laughed, reaching down to scratch behind his ears. "You're right, as always." I grabbed the sprig of mistletoe from the box and carefully hung it above the inn's entrance. The green leaves and white berries added the perfect touch of holiday magic. As I stepped back inside, the warmth of the inn enveloped me. The crackling fireplace and the soft strains of Christmas carols created a cozy atmosphere that I knew our guests would love. I bustled around, placing the finishing touches on the decorations. A festive throw pillow here, a scented candle there. As I finished hanging the last of the decorations, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee and sizzling bacon wafted from the kitchen. My stomach rumbled, reminding me that I had been so caught up in the holiday preparations that I had forgotten to eat breakfast. I made my way to the kitchen, the hardwood floors creaking beneath my feet. The space was already a flurry of activity, with my sister Rebecca flipping pancakes at the stove. "Morning, Becca," I chirped, tying an apron around my waist. "Smells delicious in here." She grinned, her hair bouncing as she turned to face me. "Thanks, Em. I thought I'd get a head start on breakfast for our guests. They should be down soon." I nodded, already pulling out the ingredients for my famous gingerbread cookies and apple cider donuts. The inn was expecting a full house for the holidays, and I wanted to make sure everything was perfect. As I mixed the dough, Mr. Whiskers sauntered into the kitchen, his tail swishing.
"Are those for me?"
His thoughts purred in my mind. I chuckled, shaking my head. "Not this time, Whiskers. These are for our guests." He huffed, jumping onto the counter to watch me work.
"Fine, but I expect extra treats later."
I rolled my eyes, but couldn't hide my smile. Mr. Whiskers always knew how to keep me on my toes. The next few hours passed in a blur of mixing, rolling, and baking. The sweet scent of gingerbread and cinnamon filled the air, mingling with the savory aroma of Rebecca's breakfast creations. Just as I pulled the last tray of apple cider donuts from the oven, the doorbell chimed. Our first guests had arrived. I quickly arranged the warm treats on a festive platter and carried them to the front desk, ready to welcome our visitors with a smile and a taste of holiday cheer. I hurried to the front desk, the platter of warm gingerbread cookies and apple cider donuts in hand. The sweet aroma wafted through the air, and I couldn't help but feel a surge of pride in my creations.